Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the live stream. If you're new here possibly watching this video at a later date, this is will be known as Keith Condensed. Basically, it's a little part of the live stream that I kind of pull out and then go ahead and re-upload onto the YouTube channel. So this is as good as it gets, pretty much clean and cut, hot off the press. Today we're going to be talking about Surveymonkey raises $180 million in U.S. initial public offering. So their IPO that they had, they raised $180 million. So let's go ahead and actually just jump over to take a look at the article. On here, obviously, Surveymonkey, for those of you guys that don't know, is an online polling company. Basically, a lot of people use the polls through Surveymonkey to gather information from either customers, employees, whatever it may be. A lot of people use Surveymonkey for this. The ticker for them will be SVMK. They sold about 15 million shares for $12 a piece after an offering of 13.5 million of them for $9 to $11, according to a statement Tuesday. Concurrent with the offering, also sold $40 million in stock to Salesforce.com, which, I mean, I think that Salesforce, honestly, this would probably benefit them the most by buying a huge stake in Surveymonkey. For those guys that don't know, Surveymonkey is also like I would say older than a lot of the peers that you guys would think about. Like maybe, you know, you're thinking about Square or you're thinking about Snapchat. Like it's going to be a lot older company than those two. It's actually been around for almost 2 decades. Like who would have thought? I honestly didn't hear about Surveymonkey until I was taking a online marketing class at my school. And then I finally, like, the teacher was like, yo, this is where you got to go for these quizzes or whatever, like this questionnaire. And I was like, oh, Surveymonkey, like I never heard of that until then. But basically in the past year, they've had about 16 million active users. However, only about 4% of those are paying customers. So I think the idea is some way for Surveymonkey to monetize the people that are all on the platform, the 16 million active users. It would be an ideal situation where they go ahead and monetize those people, thus generating some kind of revenue into the future. If you're wondering like what were their income or their revenue versus like their sales and all that kind of stuff, they basically took a net loss in 2017 of $24 million off of a revenue of $218.8 million, which compared to 2016, where they lost $76.4 million on a $207 million revenue. What they do with plan to do with the proceeds is to, first of all, pay down a lot of debt, and then to meet some tax obligations, I guess, related to a restricted stock unit settlement. I don't even know what that really means, to be honest. And then, you know, using that capital to work for general purposes, including acquisitions and investing in technology. I completely see reasons there. It would be nice for them to have like a substantial app, maybe even develop more integration with like Amazon and other places like that. Would make tons of sense moving forward. Tiger Global Management holds the largest stake in the company, which is 29% of the stock before the IPO. And then also Sheryl K. Sandberg Revocable Trust holds about 10%. Facebook owns about 10%. I was like, whoa, like what the heck? Yeah. The Chief Operations Officer, Sheryl Sandberg, is also on the board. Her late husband, David Goldberg, was the Chief Executive Officer of the company, but no longer is, or something along those lines. So as far as like moving forward, like what's my thoughts on specifically Salesforce, or not Salesforce, Surveymonkey? Honestly, I don't really see a lot of those 16 million active users continuing to use Surveymonkey as like the ideal source. Like if they were able to monetize via advertisements, then maybe it could work out. I could understand like maybe, you know, looking at an advertisement in order to launch a survey or something along those lines. But as far as like 16 million people, like the reason why they're using Surveymonkey is because it's free. It's the most reputable platform out there. However, if they start to charge, and I think that people will just go ahead and move to a less substantial, still free survey website, survey platform that maybe might not be as good, but they'll still move there because it's free. So I think I would say maybe they could monetize and get about 10% of their customers to pay, which I think is ideal. That would be really, really good. But 16 million people to start paying, I think is just completely outrageous. For me, though, I'm not looking into long term. I don't really care much about Surveymonkey. I think that they'll probably just get absolved into another company, and then from there, this will be kind of like the last that you hear of them. I hope that Salesforce, it would be nice if Salesforce goes ahead and picks them up. but or even maybe like a Facebook or something like that. I think honestly, yeah, it's going to be a very, very hard problem to generate another $24 million in revenue this year without losing any money. So I think that they almost got to double that and go ahead and generate like $48 million in order to walk away at a break even, or maybe a little bit of profit. So for me, I don't buy companies that don't turn profit. So it is kind of what it is, but I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. Do you think it's a good idea? Are you looking for SurveyMonkey long term? Like, what's your thoughts, comments, criticisms, opinions? Feel free to let me know down in the comments. Anyways, it's your boy, Coach Keith. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Peace out.